Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and to the world of magic and miracles. It's a little bit rainy here in Santa Barbara today, so therefore we're indoors. It always feels very different broadcasting from inside. But welcome once again. It's funny as I talk about indoors or outdoors. For me, my connection with nature is so strong. And sometimes being inside can be a little challenging. I love just feeling everything from the wind and the weather and the birds and the trees. I know you can feel it wherever you are. You can connect with them. But for me, just being out in the elements has always been home for me. And it provides me with a very quick, easy, what can I say, doorway into the unknown, into my connection with the unknown. I can't really explain that, but more and more it's becoming stronger. As I think I mentioned in another broadcast recently, a little hummingbird where I work outside at a hotel as the house car driver. And when I'm not busy, I can be assisting the door person, welcoming people in. And there's a little hummingbird for a week, I got to watch her build her nest right next to where I stand. And now she's been sitting in it. So clearly she's laid some eggs. But just feeling the presence of a little creature like that is so big for me. It's powerful for me. It sends me it just sends me and connects me with the feelings that I know come with me from my origin. The more those connections are made, the more I feel at home. And I know it affects my presence here. And those who come around me, I can feel it without any knowledge of what's happening. I know it's a different connection. And every day it's getting stronger and stronger. Every day traveling further and further into the unknown with whatever circumstances. It really doesn't matter. Although for me, birds and nature, being outside is definitely a very welcoming place for me to feel safe. Interesting. Safe in living and being in that connection. So a lot of what happens here on these broadcasts is also unknown for me in my experience here. And it's like traveling. It's like traveling without knowing where you're going. And the thrill of it can be amazing. When you don't know what's ahead, everything is somehow that much more exciting when you experience it, because there's no expectation in that place. You can't have there just aren't any expectations. So you can't be disappointed, and In fact, it's the opposite. It's thrilling. And every day in this amazing time on Earth right now, these experiences, these opportunities to keep flowing, moving forward into the unknown, and new things pop up daily. New experiences, most of them I can't even put in words, but it's something that's growing here on the planet. And it's so opposite what we were, I don't even know the words to use, but when we were young and we were put into school and everything that's been placed on humanity that says this is how it is, hasn't been how it is at all. Because how it is actually different for each and every one of us. And there's no label. There's no, it's unique. And again, I'll be having our amazing, unique experiences and share the same space. And yet, I love Robert's term, and yet we don't bump into each other. And the more we are our unique selves and not trying to be something or be consumed by something that's thrown out into the media to distract us from what's real, from what's really in our world. I just got launched somewhere else. So this is growing for everyone, no matter how many attempts are made to distract you from yourself, from your own spirit, from everything that's you and the magic of your world. The stronger we are in our world. And even though it doesn't seem this way, we get stronger in everything that's happening right now. So sometimes where I go, the words just don't come. I have to bring myself back a little bit for the words to come. Because at the moment I am traveling in nothingness. It's beyond where I've ever been before. So I'll keep talking and navigating. This is such an unusual experience. Because what this is and what I really want for everyone is the freedom to travel, the freedom to reach beyond everything you've ever experienced. And to go into worlds that are beyond anything you can actually describe. Because in that place, your true power, it's powerful and yet it's gentle, because that is who we are. We're massive, gentle beings. And the more and more we step further into our massive being, the more or the less we have to do, if that makes any sense. We are at such an amazing point here right now, because everything is at the tipping point in the physical here on planet Earth. And this, when we reside in our magnificence, we actually affect everything. So everything will be changing, is changing anyway. But when these massive beings that are us are connected, we do orchestrate everything. As David's broadcast just, the title of his broadcast just popped in. It's such a beautiful event. It's not an event, it's ongoing. I don't know the words. But it is the most glorious event. And the music is a huge part of it. Our music, what's created when all of our music comes through. And it's not like music as we know. It's not as if it's just not the same. Again, I don't know how to explain it. I could try to put it into words, but it's more than the words that are hovering around me right now. But I know you can hear it. And before you know it, you'll be singing and dancing for no reason, as the music comes up from everywhere, from below, from above, from all around. As music can tickle one, that's one of my favorite things about live music, because it's not, the music is, again, a vehicle. It's a vehicle for the expression of each of us. And the music has such an amazing, magical way of transporting us into the most fabulous places where you're laughing and you can't help but move your body, and you look around. If you look around, as we interact with those around us, those not even on our side of the planet, there's this magical experience. The only word I can come up with is enhancement. We just enhance each other through our own joy and our own connection with our own music. Has nothing to do with the commercial music of today. And that's one of the many, many, many things that we'll be seeing changing, is humanity will be in front now, as it was always meant to be. Humanity was used. It was never meant to be. And that's all shifting. And in some ways, you won't recognize the new world. And yet, in other ways, you'll say, oh, I'm finally home. So I'll say it again. It's a really amazing time to be here on planet Earth. And there may be people who will just get a bit scared because the controlling ways of the world are ceasing to work. And letting go of that it's like jumping into that river. It could be a stream, it could be a river, a rushing river with no paddles. It could be a bit of a frightening moment. But in this case, this river is your life, your divinity. You are completely safe. And it's really going to be a fun ride. It's already started. And this is just the beginning. So once again, I'm just here as your cheerleader, to cheer you on, to share with you those experiences, those moments, those things that happen, that work for me, my connection with nature, with the birds, with the trees. It could be anything for you. And please always feel free to share your stories of magic and miracles, because we all have such completely different and unique stories. And they're all inspiring to all of us. So, on that note of fun and excitement, just celebrate again. Celebrate what's here, celebrate yourself, celebrate our future, and especially this incredible world of magic and miracles that is here now, cannot be covered up or denied any longer. And once again, I'd like to wish you all a perfect life, perfect health, and an extraordinarily magic future. Thank you.